DJGamers.com.
So you see, Tails even gets a mention in the credits, as if he's real.
He's important.
And so these characters were created simply as marketing tools and game characters, and they just built a game design around the characters.
Now, something to notice here is the backgrounds look a little bit more, colorful in this one.
Than Sonic 1.
Than Sonic 1.
Yeah, absolutely. The backgrounds look nicer. There's some transparency there with those trees. So there was, some new effects and some different things they were doing. But overall, the game's essentially the same.
Yeah, and this one was really the one where they wanted to emphasize the speed.
Yeah, you got the dash if you held down and pressed A, which became then, synonymous with the Sonic character.
And this is also the one where they started marketing the blast processing.
Yes, this is the game that campaign was launched with, which, as we discussed, was a campaign that meant absolutely nothing. But they used it to try and push this game.
Now, as you can see, I did like a super speed through those double loops. They added the double loops in this one to really liven it up. And, something else is you could have the second player take over as Tails and almost have them kill the bosses for you.
Yeah.
So it added a little bit of an ease to it.
Yeah, and it let you play a two-player game together if you wanted.
Yeah, without any real, consequence.
As you can see, I'm playing as Tails here now. I can collect coins and help out, and if Tails gets stray, it doesn't really matter. They just automatically pull him. He's basically on a leash, and they'll just catch him back up with Sonic.
Yeah, he just kind of drops in there. Kind of like, ooh, a little bit too quick there.
Now, with the Sonic character, as we said, they used him to push the system, but they also used him in lots of other mediums. They ended up with cartoon series, comic books, toys, you name it. They tried to push it.
Yeah, they did everything with Sonic at this time. He was almost more recognizable than Mario. I believe Sonic became more recognizable than Mickey Mouse, I think they said. Or was that Mario?
Mario, as a character, was so well known. So yeah, again here I can help out and kill the boss, so it definitely makes it an easier experience.
Yeah, I don't even really have to touch him, and you can just kill him. See, I hit him twice there, and Tails did the rest of it. So Sonic can just kind of chill out while Tails kills the bosses. I know a lot of people played that way back in the day.
And this was a good way to let your little brother or something play and let them feel like they were part of the game, even if they weren't doing much. And it was definitely something cool that they added with this one.
Yeah, and, well, folks, this is Sonic 2, the best-selling, most popular game on the Sega Genesis.
And you're going to see a hell of a lot more of Sonic because, as we said, they pushed this character hard. So keep watching and you'll see more Sonic, as well as lots of other Sega goodies.
Yeah, we'll kind of cover the whole evolution of Sonic throughout this, so keep an eye out. Alright, folks, this is John Madden Football.
93.
Yeah, this was like the second one they did. So we'll show you what the early John Madden games look like. This is on the Sega Genesis. Kind of looks just like the rest of them, only a little bit less polished.
Yeah, this was early on in the series' lifespan, and would go on basically to become EA's main franchise, and they're still making them, of course.
Okay.
And you can see the graphics have definitely improved in the series, even over the course of the Genesis. The graphics would get a lot better with each version.
I was a little confused on what was going on there. Okay, I should be kicking off here.
So this is American football as it's to be done. We have Atlanta and Philadelphia playing. You've got your wide selection of plays, which is what made the Madden series really great, was you had a wide selection of plays to choose from. So it was a lot more like a real NFL game because there was such a variety of different things that could happen.
Yeah, you could choose from all different kinds of defenses, and it really took it to the next level in realism.
Now, the series was originally done by Visual Concepts, and then was taken over eventually by Tiburon. But the interesting thing with Visual Concepts is they went on and would later become a second party of sorts for Sega, and did the Sega Sports series that we saw on Dreamcast, and then some of the other consoles, and then Take-Two bought the rights to them, and they did All Pro Football. So it was kind of interesting to see the company that started Madden go down the road and eventually compete with Madden. And apparently the computer was taking a while to pick their play there.
The computer has been taking their time. And I don't know why they have been. I just stop them for a loss every time. Maybe they're just figuring if they call something, it's gonna work for them.
Well, if you see, the play clock is a real play clock, so I think they were probably just working in realistic time, and that, over the course of the series they've cut some of that down and made it a little more arcadey, I guess.
A little bit quicker.
Yeah, between plays goes a little bit quicker.
I mean, you don't want to play a Madden game for an hour unless you're super hardcore,
Yeah.
Scores from other games.
Yeah, so they tried to give you the feel of, an actual NFL game day, showing you the scores from the other teams around the league, and really added a great presentation to the NFL games, and set a standard for all future football games.
And these Madden games were the first ones to do that, I believe, to have it going on in game.
What's that?
To have like scoreboards and everything going on in game. I know a lot of them did it after the game.
Yeah.
EA was one of the first ones to do that.
Yeah, I believe so. And he's just playing a single game here, so it's not basing that off a season or anything. It's just there to kind of keep you in the feel of the game. Because as EA says, if it's in the game, it's in the game. And that was what they were trying to get across to you. And it's made for a great experience year after year. Sometimes the quality wanes on them a little bit, but overall the series has held up over the years, and has always been the top football franchise.
Ooh.
And I mean, EA is prolific with their sports. They pretty much at this point own the sports market, and so we'll be seeing some more stuff by them as we go on through this. So this is John Madden 93.
The Sega Genesis has blast processing. Super Nintendo doesn't. So what's blast processing do? And what if you don't have blast processing?
UJGamers.com